Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I've weighed the person you are. Oh, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
How's it going, people? Welcome back to our Arsenal transfer news live show, of course, bringing you the latest Arsenal transfer news every single day. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Really nice day in UK, man. The weather's banning. If you can hear, I hope you can hear me all good because I've got my fan literally next to me. It's so hot today, so if you can't hear me properly, if the audio is all good, then we're rolling. But if I've turned off my fan and it's better hot, so yeah, so that's like the background noise. So sorry about that, people. Hopefully it's not too bad. But how's everyone doing? Happy Friday to everyone, of course. Hope everyone is looking forward to the weekend as well. Not that much football on, as we know. Transfer season. I'm probably going to be doing some Club World Cup streams, though. I know Inter Miami Messi settings at 1 a.m. That starts not tomorrow, but the next day, if that makes sense, basically. So I may do like PSG Atletico Madrid. That's a big game. I may do the odds. I'm not going to do every single stream, obviously, for Club World Cup, but I might do a few there. But yeah, we've got quite a few things to go through. Even though today has been so slow in terms of like news, um, any new updates. It's been so slow, really, in terms of there's like nothing going on. It seems like today, and people say, "Oh, the window is shut" and all that. Like, turn it in. Yeah, we can still. It's not shut. It's only shut for you actually confirming players. You can still go and sign them and make deals with people. Like, I swear down is crazy. But let's big up everyone as always before we do get started as well. Big up my brother Glenn every single time. Big up Josh, you legend. How's it going, Glenn? Good to see you, man. Bless up yourself, bro. You're a legend, bro. I'm no legend. You're a legend. Bless up to you, Glenn, as well. Bless up to Top Gunner in the building. Hope you're doing well, my brother, every single time. Good to see you, man. Still no signings. Yeah, KMT, exactly, bro. Exactly. Still no signings at the moment. We're still waiting for so many to get announced. Kepa's coming in as we know as a backup goalkeeper. And honestly, it's just it's Lon talking about Gyokeres and Sesko every single day. It changes every single minute, it seems like. One day it's Gyokeres, and it's Sesko. It's a transfer window, isn't it, to be fair? Gun down, big up yourself every single time, bro. Are the Portuguese links real? Well, we're going to go into that because there's quite a few Portuguese reports, not just from Portugal, but many reports coming from some Italian journalists as well, to be fair, coming out and saying very similar about Gyökeres. None of obviously the mainstream in England have been saying anything about a bid or anything like that. All they've been saying, I mean, you think about Fabrizio, Ornstein, these types of journalists, they've been saying like, we are interested in both of them, but there's been no talks or anything like that. So we're going to talk about it in a minute because a lot of people were saying this one, Record Portugal, they've got a huge following. It's one that I think is the biggest, what's like the biggest platform in Portugal, if that makes sense, for all their news. It's like the biggest news mainstream in Portugal. So I mean, you got to take them with a pinch of salt, man. It's like, I'm not going to say that they are fake or anything, because you never know at the end of the day. It's in the country. Sporting is obviously in Portugal, but it just obviously this is what it's like when it comes to windows. You got to take every single real rumor with a pinch of salt, really. And I know people have their other journalists who they think are credible, and that's fair enough, really. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's fake and all that. There could be some truth into it, but maybe it's just the way how they go about it. Maybe it's one of those ones where they think we've bidded for them, but maybe we haven't with it, but they address it like that. I don't know. It could be something along those lines. So I'll take it with a pinch of salt, bro, honestly. Big up Mohammed in the building, my brother. It does reopen on Monday. You are correct, my friend. Literally the weekend, and then it's back open again. Yeah, it was weird how they, I think it was obviously to do with the Club World Cup, why they had to shut it for a week or how many days it's been. But yeah, it's odd, isn't it? But it's open anyway. Let's just be real with it, people. It is open. It's only shut. You can't announce players for a few days, so it's still open. But yeah, it officially reopens where you can announce players on Monday. So there we go. Big up to Mohammed. Big up to Catalan in the building as well, mate. How you doing, Catalan? Bless up yourself, bro. Zubi do, where are you? He's coming, bro. He's coming. Trust me, he's coming. He's coming to Arsenal, Catalan. Don't you worry, my friend. You'll see him in an Arsenal shirt. I know there's still that concern going around, but I think I heard today it's to do with, because Sociedad, right? They were trying to do their tax or something. I don't know what it's called. I ain't no professional about all of that stuff, yeah. But they're waiting until July because of Sociedad waiting, and then we're still looking to schedule his medical. But I think, yeah, he's. I know there was a talk about him going to Real Madrid and he likes Xabi Alonso and all that, but come on, I think it will take something like proper out of this world for him to not come to Arsenal. Like, he's actually agreed legal paperwork to join Arsenal. It's not like with Liverpool where he formally agreed to it. Nothing was pen and paper and signed. Apparently everything's been signed off, and Arsenal see it as a done deal. It's just going to have to be, he'll just have to go and do his medical. So there we go, man. Big up to you, Catalan, though, bro. Big up to know you. Big up to you, know you. We need both. I think he's on about Gyökeres and Sesko. Yeah, we've been saying this for a while, man. Like, it'd be great to get both of them. It really would, but To be honest with you, man, I don't see us getting both. But big up to you, man. I hope you're well. I'll tell you what, new stuff from Leipzig. I saw a little thing of that today, little story of that today. Now I watched news when he played against my national team, and they battered us 3-0, and he absolutely destroyed us. And when I mean destroyed, like, I mean Norway destroyed us 3-0, yeah, but Nusa cooked us, yeah, absolutely cooked us. And he scored. I mean, if you watch the goal he scored, it was top class. He looks a decent winner, but it's sort of easy that guy take us to the next level. I think he's a good player. What I've seen of him, that's the real time I really watched him. He looked really, really good. But you know, when there's other winners out there that we're going to talk about, that we should be going for, I don't mind Nusa as a player. I think he's actually a good player, to be fair. What I've seen of him, that's only against when he played it for. Unfortunately, when Norway battered Italia 3-0. So yeah, Arsenic, big up yourself, bro. Every single time, big up yourself. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you every single time. Big up to John as well, United fan. Big up to you, bro. Big up Arsenal, just a spicy Spurs every single time. Big up Josh. Forgot to say congrats on 11K subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, man. And I appreciate you always tuning in, man. Absolute real one. Still no signings exactly, bro. Moving slow as always, people in the windows. But yeah, big up to you, my brother. Hope you're doing well as well. Arsenal, just a spicy Spurs legend, mate. Coop's in the building. Big up Coop, man. Big up Josh. Just get Gyokeres in. Yes. Exactly, mate. Exactly. I know he's your boy, Coop. I know you've changed your picture as well to big up the Arsenal women though every single time. But yeah, hopefully you can change your picture back when we sign him. Yeah, but yeah, it's just. I said it at the start of the stream, man. I'm just tired. Like, it's getting tiring. One day it's Sesko, then it's Gyokeres, and we're still at a stage where it seems like we're still deciding on what striker to sign. Because there's been nothing agreed with anyone at the moment. I know Portuguese people and reports want to say we've made an offer, we've had a bid, but obviously if you look to the mainstream in England, nobody said that. It's like Arsenal were interested in Gyokeres, and we're sort of in talks of both camps of Leipzig and Gyokeres and Sesko. We're in talks of both of them. Even with a Sesko sort of deal, we all thought last week that was going to get done pretty quick, and he was going to be the guy. But even with a Sesko deal, that's still like nothing's agreed, even with personal terms, even with like fee the fee, none of that's been agreed. They're just talking about ongoing talks. That's it, really. There's just nothing like proper gonna happen in terms of like it's gonna happen yet, because we're just talking, and for all you know, we could change, and for all we know, in 2 weeks, people, we could sit there and Sesko could go somewhere else, Gyökeres could go somewhere else, and we could end up with Ollie Watkins. Because he's been mentioned in the recent days as well. But big up yourself, Cooper, man. Big up to Listed City in the building, bro. Bless up. He says, yes. Big up yourself, bro. Looking forward to the show later. So am I, man. I'll be on Jack's channel. You Never Walk Alone. I'm going to put up my community post. We're starting a new show. It's going to rotate across all the channels. Basically, 1 week mine, then Listed City's channel, and then Jack's channel as well. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City show. And that the first one's today on Jack's channel. So check out my community tab, 7 p.m, guys. If we're still live, I can redirect, but I don't think we'll be live by then. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, bro. And make sure you guys go and subscribe to Listed City, man. Absolute real. He knows his stuff. Proper City fan as well, by the way. So bless up yourself, bro, as well. Champions 25. I'm back again with a gossip. You already know, man. You already know. Linked to 100 players, and we never sign any of them. Big up to you, bro. I'm loving the profile picture as well, man. But bless up yourself, man. Big up Lou in the building every single time, man. Bless up yourself. Hope you're well today, my friends. Big up, bro. Like and subscribe. People appreciate you every single time, man. Always tuning in, always here. So bless up yourself, bro. And I hope you're all good. Jordan's in the building. Big up Jordan as well. Jack as well. Bless up, Jack. I don't know if you're still here, but I was just saying about your show we're doing later on. But big up to you as well. Anderson is in the building. How you doing, bro? Jordan Purchell. All the Liverpool fans are coming in now because they just signed Wirtz, and they're buzzing over that, to be fair. So there we go. Fair play, Liverpool fans. Man, like Views in the building as well. Bless up Views, bro. How you doing, Views? Another real one, as always, guys. Every single day, this guy's live, grinding, doing his thing over there. So bless up Views as well, bro. And we'll have to definitely sort out a show on my channel very soon as well. I'll give you a message maybe on Instagram. I know you're really busy and all that stuff. So yeah, Afsar's in the building. Yes, Afsar, how you been doing, man? How you been doing? Afternoon to you as well, mate. And Kin as well. Big up yourself, Kin. Fabrizio said we're in concrete talks with Gyökeres Camp Daily. Where did he say this, bro? Give me like where I can find it, and we'll put it up on the screen for everyone as well. But that's interesting then. That's interesting. That we're looking at that we're in concrete talks with Gyökeres as well. So maybe the whole talk about us meeting, maybe the whole talks about us meeting with Gyökeres' agent yesterday could be true. If Fabrizio says something about it. So let me know, man. Let me know where I can find it. Let's get into the news today, people. We're going to start with Viktor Gyökeres. So as I said, this source coming from Record Portugal, right? They got 400K on X. Basically, this is like the mainstream media outlet in Portugal. And they came out and said that Arsenal have submitted the first official bid for Viktor Gyökeres, 55 million plus 10 million in add-ons. The offer was made during a meeting yesterday. So this is where it doesn't really add up a little bit. Yeah, they're talking about in Spain. I think I read more into it, and people talking about it was in Mallorca. But and a direct Gyökeres agent had a meeting in what was it in Mallorca. Okay, fair enough. When the report came out the other day saying that they was in London, it's just it doesn't really add up, does it? But apparently we've offered 35 million plus 10 million in add-ons, which is considering the fact that the sporting president came out yesterday and said they ain't going to sell him for anything more now than 65 million. Well, that's pretty mad that we've offered that much. That we've offered that little, sorry, as our first bid. Obviously, he's going to get rejected. So apparently, yeah, Sporting are expecting to reject it. And then we're looking to make a second bid at the moment. So this is coming from Record Portugal, and then a few other, I don't know the exact name. You have to bear with me with that, but I'm sure you can find it on there. These other Portuguese outlets are saying similar thing, that we're in talks with Gyökeres and we're opening. We're going to approach him for an offer and doing like a formal offer, whatever that means, a formal offer, whatever that means. So this one seems, because honestly, like last week, people, I was sitting there and I hit my mic. Sorry. Last week, people, we were sitting there like thinking the whole Sesko deal was going to be done, people. We were sitting there thinking, yeah, Sesko's going to be the guy. He's going to be coming in, our main target, and we're going to get that done. And we were thinking that's going to progress really quick. And we thought Gyökeres was out there at the question. But in the recent days and recent days of this, Gyökeres now has started to come back into the picture. Now, is it? I said this yesterday. Is it because the mind games with Berta maybe just trying to make Leipzig wake up a little bit and realize that, all right, because this could be a very good opportunity for Leipzig to sell Sesko for some good money, because they may not get the chance again to sell him to Arsenal, right? Could this be sort of mind games from Berta saying, do you know what, if all right, well, we have other options anyway, so you can jog on basically, and we can go for Gyökeres to sort of speed up the move for Benjamin Sesko. I do think this is probably the case, people. I do think this is the case. I think Berta, and it's came out that he works on deals at the same time. He has two deals that he works on both at the same time. So he has something to fall back on, basically, which he's speaking about a bit yesterday. So this probably is the case. We probably are working on both the deals at the same time. But yeah, in terms of obviously the whole, Gyökeres situation right now, it's a bit up in the air. It's gone very, very sour. It seems like it's gone very, very nasty, because what he's done for the club, won them 2 cups last season, was their main guy last season, got them all the goals, even agreed. This is where it all comes, where sort of a bit up in the air, because Gyökeres had a gentleman's agreement with Sporting Lisbon last year, apparently, to Even his agent came out and said that. And Gyökeres put a picture on Instagram saying, "I'll come out when the time is right and I'll speak about it." Right? He's apparently furious about it. But yeah, the gentleman's agreement was Sporting, and he said, and they said, "Yeah, if you stay with us for one more year, and in January, then we'll let you go for 59 million." And he was like, "Cool." He stayed with Sporting, loyal with them, scored his goals, won them 2 cups, and then the Sporting president comes out yesterday and says that's a load of BS and ups the price and says, "No, we want more than 65 million now." And this is where, I mean, if you're on Gyökeres, you're thinking, "I've been so loyal to you. I've just won you 2 cups. Yeah, I've scored all the goals for you. I've been your main guy," and then you just turn your back, because it's kind of like that. You know, you can't sit there. And I get, Gyökeres is just a player, and he's looking out for the club, the Sporting president. But you can't just agree with Gyökeres. "Oh yeah, we're gonna have a gentleman's agreement." It just that just, it goes against everything, doesn't it? And you can understand like Gyökeres' frustration there, and you can understand the agent's frustration as well. And then the president also came out and said that Gyökeres' agent, right, is blackmailing him. The president, Gyökeres' agent, is blackmailing the president, and all that. It's like, it's really, really up in the air right now, people. So, and we even got talk about Gyökeres could go out on strike and not even turn up to training anymore. So yeah, it's all up in the air with the whole Gyökeres situation and his president. But one thing is for certain is that I think he will be leaving Sporting Lisbon. I think we all know this. It's just where we end up. Will it be Arsenal? We are still looking at him, but it just seems, I'm looking today as well. We're hearing today that there's nothing like proper concrete going on. Like, not concrete, but what's the word? Like no agreement yet. Nothing like that in both the players, really, in either deals. And it's like, I get, part of the window is shut now, but let's be real honest with it, people. That is just to announce deals. Yeah, that the whole window is still open, people. There's still no excuses. And one thing I heard today is that people were saying maybe that Arsenal are just waiting and being a bit cautious because of Isak still. And I'm looking at it thinking, if that's the case, then if we have a genuine belief we can get Isak, then okay, fair enough, because he should be the main. He would be out of anyone the main guy. And I was spending the money on Isak 100%. But let's just be honest with it, people. Who on earth sees Isak leaving? Who sees Isak leaving, people? Why would he leave right now? It would take, of course, this is like, we can't rule it out 100% because he can go and change his mind. But right now, he stays. And that's a risk that we're taking right now. We're just waiting, I believe, because we could miss out on either of these strikers and we have to go elsewhere now and look for someone else. So I think it has this strings attached to it, people. If Isak does leave, which I don't think he will. I don't think, honestly, he's not going to leave. Why would he leave? Like, I get money can talk in terms of Newcastle, but for the player point of view, right now, he's got Champions League football for Newcastle yesterday. He knows he's their main guy. He loves it in Newcastle. The fans are loyal with him. He's been loyal with them already, by the way. They got Champions League, as I said. He just won the Carabao Cup with them. They're progressing as a club as well. They're going to spend more money and get better players in. As I said, Newcastle could be a serious team next season if Bruno stays in the midfield. Isak's going to be staying there. They're going to add to their team as well, it seems like. Like, at the end of the day, he ain't going anywhere, people. So people want to say about it's a waiting game. Oh, we just wait and see what happens with Isak. We can't afford to wait. We have to act fast in this window. And whether that be Sesko or Gyökeres remains to be seen. But right now, I really wish we can come on here and say, you know what, at least terms have been agreed or anything like that, or the fee's been agreed, or there has been a bid or there's been an offer. But right now, nothing like that, people. Nothing like that. The whole Sesko deal has sort of stalled a little. Not stalled, but it sort of hit a roadblock at the moment in terms of it sort of hit a roadblock at the moment because like we're talking with Leipzig, but it seems like Leipzig want a certain amount of money. They don't. Arsenal want to pay less than what Leipzig want. Basically, Leipzig want to get him for around between 100 million euros and 80 million euros, where Arsenal are still trying to get him for a lot less than that, and that's where Leipzig are not having it really. So yeah, it's it's like, you know, we're stuck in the middle. It seems like we're frozen a little bit in this week of the window, and yeah, I'm just hoping we get some more proper news come out soon, people. Especially there's no excuses when Monday it reopens again. So there we go, guys. That is the latest there on Viktor Gyökeres there as well. No worries at all, Cooper, my brother. Bless up every single time. Appreciate you, man, every single time. Bless up yourself, bro. I will be live with that one, yeah, 1 a.m. I will be live with that one for Messi into Miami, 1 a.m. settings, people. Run it back. If you guys were subscribed back in the day when we did Copa America, if you was with me back when we did, bro, those of vibes, man. The 3 a.m. streams, obviously. So yeah, we'll be back doing a Messi one, and then I'll probably do Atletico PSG. But other than that, I think that's because there's not many like proper games, like good games, like get you excited about it, does it? To be honest, in especially the group stages of Club World Cup. To be fair, Asar says this club has a mentality. This club has mentally tired me. So taking a little break from football, Josh. Fair play to you, mate. Honestly, fair enough. Yeah, if I didn't run this YouTube channel and if I'm not obviously do these videos, I would be the same. I would just switch off for a few months and I would just forget about the transfers and just chill, man. Because you are right, bro. It takes it out of us, doesn't it? Let's be real with it. Especially the season we had last season, and then to add on to this with the whole transfer rumors and like the news every single day. I don't blame you, honestly, and that's probably the right thing to do. And then hopefully we come back next season. We've had a good transfer window, and you know we go again for next season, and yeah, we'll see what happens, people. AFC Extras has put it out there. I'll definitely have a look, bro. Have a look for sure as well. Cannot Portugal had the full report? Yeah, I'm not, bro. I'm not, man. Don't want to pivot. Don't want to pivot. I just want Gyokeres. I'm with you as well, views, man. I'm with you as well, my brother. 100%. Godfrey's in the building. Big up Godfrey, man. What are you telling me, bro? Hope you're doing well. Bless up yourself, Godfrey, as well. He says, big up Josh every time. Big up yourself, Godfrey. Good to see you, man. Hope you're good as well. Just goes to show, never believe in gentlemen's agreements. Facts right there. Gyökeres should have signed a new contract and had a release clause at 65 million. There we go, people. Gentlemen's agreements is a bunch of BS. There we go. Nah, there's absolutely no way, people, that he will leave in the summer. Yeah, whether or not teams want to pay the amount of money for him or not, there's no way that he is going to leave whatsoever, man. Absolutely no way. AFC Extra, the Fabrizio. Let me have a look quickly. What's his name? AFC Extra had the Fabrizio quote. Hold on. Is that it? Oh, AFC. Oh no, without the flipping this one. EXT. Sorry, no, this one. X, yeah, X at the start. XTRA. There we go. Let's have a look at this. Here we go. This guy, yeah. This guy. What's this guy said? All right. Should we go from the big? Did I go past it, or is it? Oh, here we go. I think this one. Negotiations are ongoing. We have to remember remain strong. Oh, no, maybe not this one. We'll talk about Noosa in a minute, maybe. Gyökeres agent set to fly out for another round of talks with Arsenal. This guy, but this is like one of the main. Yeah, and this is another big one. 500,000 followers, people. We'll talk about how in a minute as well. Sporting already looking in the market for a replacement for Gyökeres. So yeah, we know he's definitely leaving. Arsenal, Fabrizio, here we go. Arsenal still in talks with Viktor Gyökeres representatives coming by on Give Me Sport. So maybe the thing was true then, people, with the whole what is it, the whole agent stuff yesterday. Maybe they did have a meeting yesterday then as well. Yeah, you mean this one, right? You mean this one I'm on right now? The first one, yeah. Yeah, see, so maybe it is true, bro. Like with the whole agent stuff. And I hope it is. Like, I hope we are gonna go for Gyökeres, to be fair. Or just at this rate, just get a striker in because he dilly-dallying, it seems like. Thank you, Godfrey. Bless up yourself every single time, man. Bless up yourself. Appreciate you for that, man. Much appreciated as always as well. Hato linked. Yeah, we're gonna get into that I'm gonna move on to that in just a minute as well. Big up to Ryan in the building as well. Good to see you, Ryan, mate. Bless up to you, Ryan. I'm looking forward to Inter Miami. We got a win tomorrow night. Oh, you're Inter Miami fan as well. Hato would be a great sign, especially with Kivion's any link. I saw that as well. Yeah, Hato. I'll be really happy with Hato. Glenn sent me some links. Let's quickly have a look, see if he's found anything. On Instagram, he's saying. I'm on Twitter. My bad. Insta. Let me have a look quickly again. Gyokeres believes he'll be playing in the Premier League next season. With Arsenal, Man United having spoken to his representatives, talks continuing. Okay. That's coming by Graham Bailey today. There we go. Fabrizio has actually said Arsenal were in constant contact with Gyokeres' people, to be fair. So, yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. Yeah, you shouldn't be ruling it out at all, people. Maybe this Gyokeres thing has actually got a bit of truth into it. Even like the reports coming from Portugal. Maybe we will not actually bid for him yet, but especially like talks about Gyokeres, because I think last week it was all to do with Sesko, wasn't it, to be fair? So, yeah, there we go. Big up to Menely in the building. How you doing, Menely? Hope you're doing well. Big up yourself every single time as well. Big up yourself. Yeah, this one you mean, right? The first one. Hope you're doing well, Menely. Zia's in the building. How you doing, Zia? Bless up yourself, bro. Make sure you guys subscribe to Zia. Absolute real one in the building, man. Bless up to you, brother. Hope you're doing well as always. Do you know what? Right now, it's a possibility. I think it's definitely a possibility. As I said, it's like they're still looking at both of them, Sesko and Gyokeres. But it's changed because last week it was all about Sesko. We was doing it on the channel, people, every single day about Sesko. We was thinking he's going to be the guy now, and Gyokeres was out of the question. Nobody was talking about Gyokeres anymore. Everyone thought, oh yes, but now recently, Arsenal still like maybe looking at Gyokeres as well in terms of. I don't think we'll get both of them, but this could. If something happens with a Sesko deal, which it seems it could happen, then we could actually go for Gyokeres, bro. Big up AJ in the building as well, man. How you doing, AJ? Every single time, my brother. I hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Right, let's get into some other news as well very quickly, people, because I've got quite a bit to go through. I'm going to share what Ornstein said, I think, yesterday as well on the attack on the winners as well. So, yeah, Ornstein came out and said, number 9 is Arsenal's first priority, as we know, but not far off is that as a wide player. I expect someone to come in the summer. You would imagine normally to the left, but it's impossible someone comes in and can play both. Sorry, but it's not impossible that someone can come in and can play both sides, as we know. That's why you had Leroy Sané interest. So that Leroy Sané interest was genuine, guys, as we know. Z's in the chat. I bet he's buzzing. He's a Bayern fan, if you guys don't know. But yeah, he must be buzzing with that Sané going. But yeah, he's gone to Galatasaray basically. But that interest was genuine there as well. We were keen on him, but I don't think he's our top priority, as you know. I don't think there's anyone much higher than thinking than Nico Williams. We need to pay close attention to that situation. Then you have someone who clearly admires inside Arsenal, Rodrigo. The noises are that he's had to have a conversation first with Xabi Alonso. No doubt Arsenal will look at the situation, but what about the finances involved? Just what he said yesterday, I think, or what's the date? What are you in? Yeah, this is what he said yesterday on these podcasts, whatever he does. So the thing with Williams though is like I see him apparently going to Bayern Munich as well. We maybe because the thing is Williams has been a name mentioned for ages now. He's been a name that we've been looking at for absolutely ages, people. It's never really got done, and people talk about maybe the price tag, and I think Bilbao have offered him a new contract as well. I think that's there. Barca, I think, as Catalan says in the chat, he met his agent today and he wants to come to Barca, so he could end up at Barca, honestly. And then you got the Rodrigo side of things with the whole Rodrigo situation, and I kind of think he stays at Real Madrid. I don't want to say that, obviously. I'm just being honest with I'm being real with it. I think Rodrigo will probably stay at Real Madrid. Anything can happen, obviously. And if he does become available, that is the guy who we got to go for. But Williams, on the other hand, as well, again, is he going to come to Arsenal? I think we're big fan of him, but Barca, Bayern Munich, all in there as well. Chelsea, I think they're in there. And I think the whole wages could be a big factor. Could he, the Bilbao looking to give him a new contract? So it's a bit up in the air situation. There's nothing going on really at the moment with Williams, as much as we can all say we admire these players, like what Arteta said yesterday about, or what Arteta thinks about Rodrigo. He's in love with Rodrigo. That's all well and good, mate. Being in love with someone, but at the end of the day, we actually got to go and take some action and get the deal done. Basically, that's if Rodrigo does leave Real Madrid, because he's gone to the Club World Cup, hasn't he? He's in the Club World Cup squad. And a lot of people are saying, well, let's wait and see what happens with Rodrigo. If he gets left out of the club, then he's definitely leaving. But he's going to be playing Club World Cup, and he's been back in training. He's happy on his Instagram posts and all that stuff. Alonso's came in, seems to they've been having talks about their future. So you never know. He may still leave. I'm not saying that, but I'm just predicting. It's just a prediction for me. I kind of see him saying that Real Madrid. So you have to look elsewhere, really. And winners out there right now. We've been linked with Antonio Nusa from Leipzig, who can play on the wing. He's a good player, but is he that guy? The winners that I'd get, I've said this. We've had conversations about this quite a while now, people. Is that is Lookman? I'll get Lookman, or who's that one who's gone out of my head? It'll come to me in a minute. Lookman, and then who's the other one, man? There's one other winner who plays on the left as well. Oh my god! I'd definitely take Lookman for me. Lookman, if we can't get Williams, or we can't get obviously Rodrigo, right? Because we have to sign a winner anyway, surely. I'll look at Lookman. I'll look at Semenyo from Bournemouth, maybe. I'll look at Kudus still as well from West Ham. I'll look at Barcola. Barcola is a brilliant shout. Leao as well. Yeah. They're but yeah, Barcola for me. I know he just won the Champions League, and the PSG want to keep him, but if it comes to it, right, where obviously they've got Doué there, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. Doué's on the right. Kvaratskhelia plays where Barcola usually plays, right? If he becomes available, he'd be the ideal choice for me. Over, if you can't get Rodrigo, obviously it's Barcola. He is, for me, I rate him very highly. But again, he's going to leave PSG. He's just won the Champions League. Will he be happy to stay? He's been more sort of used rotation. You saw him off the bench in the final as well. Leao's a good. See, I know Leao gets a lot of hate, and I've watched him quite a bit for Milan, and I'll be real with it. He's fallen off massively compared to a few years ago. When he first burst on the scene, he looked really, really good. But in the recent years as well, and Milan have been poor, really poor as a club recently. But there's still players who've been outperforming him. Like Ryan has been outperforming him, in the midfield. Even like Pulisic for me has been playing better than Leao. Like I think Leao's good, but I still think there's some concerns I've got with Leao, to be honest with you. But I would take Leao still, to be honest with you, as a player. It took Barca ages to register Dani Olmo as well. Just get Gyokeres and Sesko and move on. Can't see Barca affording him. Williams. Yeah, that's the thing because I think people talk about he's going to cost not. He's got his release clause there as well, but people were saying he's going to cost quite a bit in terms of wages. I think side of things as well. So there we go. But let's move on, people. That's what Ornstein said about Arsenal's situation there. I mean, he don't give too much away, does he? He don't give. He's not said a lot about Gyokeres or Sesko as well, or our striker situation. He just said that we're looking at Gyokeres, Sesko, and I think Watkins he said as well. Right, talking about Rodrigo just very quickly though, we've got Gabriel, Agent Gabriel. He did a podcast on this, I think Portuguese, Brazilian sort of, not Brazilian, like I think the obviously Portuguese podcast, and he said he's apparently spoke to the director. It seems like Agent Gabriel speaking to the director, Berta, of course, saying that we should go and sign Rodrigo. This is what he said. He said Gabriel, when asked about if he's signing his teammate Rodrigo, he said, I don't know if he is joining, but I like him to. Obviously, he's a phenomenon. I've told people already he's a phenomenon. If it's up to me, of course. Now, he went on to say about in this podcast that he actually spoke to Berta about it. I don't know if he's just taking a mick with it, but must have when he signed a new contract, he said, do you know what, Berta? I've got to play a few, mate. Could you imagine if Berta sat there and said, all right, Gabriel, you know what, you're going to sign the contract and all that. And could you imagine if Berta said, right, who do you think we should sign Gabriel? And he goes, oh, yeah, get me Rodrigo, mate. And Berta's like, oh, yeah, sure, man. Let's go for Rodrigo. How mad would that be? But, no, obviously, like, he probably is, he probably is taking the mick with it. But, of course, he's going to say that. Is his teammate? He says he don't know, but Agent Gabriel, that's what he said about Rodrigo. As I said with Rodrigo, people, just a minute ago, I kind of see him saying at Real Madrid at the moment, a lot can change. If it does, then please do everything we can. Sign this guy, man. Sign this guy there as well. What else have we got, guys? What else have we got on here as well? Read that one. Yeah, this one on Hato as well. Gerard Hato coming by Team News and Ticks, saying Arsenal in close contact with Gerard Hato's camp. His team, is it Hato or Hato? I keep butchering the guy's name. He seemed unsure about his minutes next season, open to different options. Chelsea also interested in him with potentially more game time to offer him. So that could be a big factor, That could be a big factor, is the game time, because I think he walks into Chelsea's defense, if I'm being real with it. But right now, we are just looking in talk to sign him. I think, he's a player that we've been looking at for quite a while now as well, to be fair. But he's a good player. Like, I've not seen a lot of him, to be fair, Ajax, but 17, 18, I think he is 19, sort of like along those. I don't know his exact age just yet, but he captained his team at 17, didn't he? He could play left back and centre back as well. Looks like another Timber, hopefully. So I'm definitely all for the signing. I know we should be prioritizing the attack a lot more, to be fair, than defenders. I think we signed a lot of defenders, but if obviously Tierney's gone, Zinchenko's going to be going. Like it looks for things, Kivior's up in the air, whether he'll stay or go, remains to be seen. Who's the other one? And then obviously, then it leaves us with a bit of, we have to go because what Gabriel Saliba there, we've seen him get injured, especially Gabriel last season. Timber White on the right back. I'm not going to say Tomiyasu. I cannot. No. That guy he's a good player, Tomiyasu. Yeah, I actually rate Tomiyasu, but that's when he's actually fully fit, because he never is, as we know. Made of Japanese noodles, but made of glass, man. But then obviously left back you got Skelly, who's made at his position, but Calaflori should be a centre back in my opinion. So we definitely, I think, needs to strengthen defenders once again. To be honest, I know it should be the main priority, but Gerard Hato would be that guy for me to come in my opinion. And just quickly as well on this one with Hand of Arsenal talking about Zinchenko. So Milan, there is truth in this that Zinchenko to Milan could be on. They reached out to Arsenal 2 to 3 weeks ago to inquire about Alexander Zinchenko in the situation, of course. And Berta said, straightforward, he said, either pay a reasonable transfer fee or piss off. Yeah, basically. That's what he basically said. Which is this is what we're talking about, yeah? He said, because I think they offered him 15 15 million euros for Zinchenko, which is, what's that? I think it was in euros as well. Yeah, it had to be in euros. 15 million. What's that? Yeah. No, to pounds, not to naira, mate. To pounds. What's that in pounds? They offered Zinchenko 12 million for Zinchenko, and Berto was like, "No, that's you either offer us a good amount of money or get out of it." You know how it is, people. So yeah, I like that with Berto, man. I do. I feel like that's what we need. Like I said this the other day about in terms of selling our players. It's been poor, like really really bad. We don't get enough money for players. So Zinchenko, I think for me, I think we should move him on. I think he's he'll come in as he's been a squad player last season anyway. We're like even a squad player. If you play in midfield, then yeah, but we don't usually play in midfield, do we? And I know he played him a few times last season, and he played well there, didn't he? That's his actual position. But I think we can get good money for him if Milan come back in for him as well. And they are looking at Kivior as well today. They're looking at both of them. It's weird how they're looking for Zinchenko when if Hernandez does go to Saudi or wherever he's going to go, then they're replacing with Zinchenko, which is madness. Or they may use him as a squad player. I don't know. Or they may even use him as a midfielder because Reines has left where he actually does play. So yeah, we'll see people what happens with that one there as well. But does look like a few players could be moving on, man, in the summer. Obviously, we know about Nelson. Reece Nelson, maybe he's going to move on. We know about maybe Zinchenko, doubtful to move on. Kivior, doubtful to move on at the moment. Vieira, looks like he's going to come back, Lokonga's coming back. Maybe they go back on loan, but Vieira may be using the squad. I'm seeing that Porto don't want to pay the fee for Vieira permanently. So he may go on loan somewhere else. But other than that, he actually could be in like using the squad next season. I don't like. I think you got to sell Vieira now. I'm sorry, people. Vieira's not good enough. Like, all right, technically he's decent, but other than that, he's not physical enough in the Premier League, in my opinion. So he's got to move on for me as well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think there's some players that you get money for them as well, which is why I said I like when Berta says this. He's like, "Are you taking the piss? 15 million." He's like, either come back with a reasonable offer or piss off. Like, it's as simple as that, really. This is what we need. Someone who's ruthless in selling players and in negotiations as well. So yeah, that is all the news today, pretty much, guys. I know it's been slow today. Not that much news whatsoever. It has there, people. Not that much news whatsoever. I'm going to check if there's any other news, but right now, nothing. There's a bit about Williams to Barcelona, as Catalan just said as well. But other than that, people, that is that for today. So yeah, big up everyone who tuned in as always. Appreciate. Is he playing the Club World Cup? Oh, there we go then. But I think after that, he's going to come back, isn't he? To Arsenal. But we've allowed him to play the Club World Cup, to be fair. So there we go. But yeah, guys, appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Bless up everyone for all the continued support. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with some proper news as well. If you haven't already, hit the like button on the way out, guys. Make sure you guys do that. We're a few away from 40 likes, so make sure you guys do on the way out. Smash like buttons on the way out. It'd be greatly appreciated as always. And yeah, as I said, you guys can catch me tomorrow as always. Hopefully, we got some news to talk about tomorrow, some new news, because we're just recycling the same BS every single day, it seems like. And we're moving bare slow, man. So hopefully, yeah, we have some news to talk about tomorrow, guys. I'll be back. What are you doing? Club World Cup as well. A few Club World Cup watch-alongs as well. And yeah, that would be that really. So big people, enjoy the rest of your evening, what we got up to as well. Appreciate everyone tuning in. You guys can, I'll be on Walk Alone's channel, Litty City as well, 7:00 tonight. So you guys catch me. I'll put a community post up on that one. But big up everyone. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, people, and the weekend as well. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.